I've played Mario doing tons of weird different things in 2019, without touching a coin, without jumping, by carrying Luigi at all times, as Mini Mario, and you know what? I don't see that changing anytime soon. Welcome to the new decade, and as my first challenge of 2020, I wanted it to be a challenge with the very first Mario game I've ever played in my life, Super Mario World. Here's the D-pad. It has 4 directions used to move Mario. But what if we took away one directional input? Is it possible to beat Super Mario World without pressing left? The rules are simple. We are going to try to beat Super Mario World without touching the left D-pad. Super Mario World has a big World Hub map that's all connected by little paths that appear once you clear some levels. But even in this big world map, we won't be able to press the left button. That's it, that's the only rule for this challenge. Anything else is allowed. Now that everything has been set, let's do this. After starting the game and being welcomed to Dinosaur Island, you typically start at Yoshi's crib and can either go left or right. Well, you know the rules, folks. We won't be going left this time around. This means we start off with Yoshi's Island 2, and upon entering this stage, it pretty much took 5 seconds for me to notice a problem caused by not being able to press left. Typically, you grab the Yoshi in this question block mark as soon as you start off the stage, but considering we can't go left, we can't even hop on top of Yoshi. I'm sorry, my dude, I'm gonna have to leave you behind this time. The level in itself is not particularly difficult, so we'll soon be able to move to Yoshi's Island 3. This level takes place on high platforms and falling down means instant death. And considering we can't adjust our jumps in midair, this actually makes the stage way more stressful. Those spinning platforms are especially super scary, and I almost always feel like I'm sliding on those and I'm about to fall down. Once again, we can't grab a single Yoshi or power-up because of our inability to go left, which is kind of a shame. Yoshi's Island 4 has water down there, and the current is so strong that we can actually move left by just jumping and swimming in it, which is actually quite useful to finally grab a power-up. And there we go, we have a fire flower. And I just lost it. Ugh. Oopsie. Iggy's castle is next, and the first part of this level is not really difficult, as we just have to make our way to the right side by climbing on those fences, and we can move up and down to avoid the Koopas, so it's pretty easy. Just don't get too excited like me right there after hitting the checkpoint, because if you run past the door there, well, you're stuck forever. I've never been so close, yet so far from my objective. You then have to wait for like 3 minutes for the time to run out, and that's pretty lame. The second room in this castle is an auto-scroller with things falling down from the ceiling ready to crush you, but you can always just chill left or right to avoid dying. Beating Iggy is a little bit annoying too, because if we run too fast and have too much momentum, we just bounce repeatedly on his head and die with him. So move super slow and wait for the perfect moment, and you'll beat him and be done with this world. Donut Plans is our next stop, and the first stage gives us access to the Cape Feather, which is very helpful in this quest. By pressing the Y button and spinning around, we can now defeat enemies that are to our left, and we can also collect some power-ups from question mark blocks. This allows us to get our boy Yoshi finally. Slowly make your way to the end of the stage and you'll be able to go to Donut Plains too. And before anyone tells me I pushed left there on the world map, let me tell you that I didn't. In Super Mario World, when you beat a stage, Mario automatically moves to the next one. So as you can see, no cheating. Donut Plains 2 takes place in an underground cave and features slopes. Using those, we can move left without actually pressing left, so that's kinda cool. But there ain't slopes everywhere, so it's pretty much useless. Slowly make your way to the end of the stage and you'll reach the next one, Donut Ghost House. The first part of this level is pretty easy, as we just have to move right up until we enter the door there. This part here wants you to enter that door to then hit the question block that contains a vine to go up the door to the end, but we appear there, and the block is over there on our left. Uh-oh, we're in big trouble. And the worst thing is that we are stuck in this level. Even if we die and go back to the world map, we can't move back left to the previous stage. I guess hitting the reset button is all we can do now. So we're actually back to Donut Plains 1, except this time we're gonna try to get the secret exit that is located in the sky near the end. Make sure to get Yoshi during the stage and then make a run at this exact spot to be able to reach the key and put it in the keyhole. You'll probably have to sacrifice Yoshi in the process, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do to achieve success. Donut's secret one is up, and this is an underwater stage. Just swim calmly and make sure not to enter a dead-end part, and you'll soon reach the end of the stage. It's kinda useless though, as this brings us right back to Donut Ghost House. Okay, whatever. Thankfully, there's another secret exit that we can try to get to. Let's go back in the ocean and use this P-switch to get to the secret exit. When you hold onto an object underwater, Mario automatically swims in the direction he's facing, so avoiding those evil fish in the path is not that easy. You'll have to get the timing right using walls, but eventually you'll be able to hit the switch, grab the key, and finish the stage. Welcome to Donut's secret house, and sadly, you'll soon realize that this house is not gonna be nice to us. We actually have to hit left to go down there and move to the next part. I tried entering this stage with a feather cape, but there's a ceiling up there, so we can't actually go above the wall or anything. And this is pretty lame, as I'm running out of secret exits now. So, sadly, this is the end of the quest. Is it possible to beat Super Mario World without pressing left? Well, no, it isn't. But hey, we're not gonna let this little inconvenience ruin our day. How many left presses are actually needed to beat the game? Let's find out. So we have one to do over there, and after we enter this door at the end of the hallway, we'll appear to the right side of a room. And another left press here. Thankfully, we can use this left press to its full potential by not letting it go up until we reach the P-switch all the way to the left over there. Hit the P-switch, climb up the vine, and you'll reach the boss, which is pretty easy to defeat actually, since you appear in the left corner of the room. Grab the blocks, throw them up, and that's it. Alright, time to go through the Star Road. And Star World number 1 already starts off with a problem. So in order to proceed further in the Star Road, we absolutely have to find the secret keys in each level, or else the level just loops back and we have to start over. The problem here is that the key is on the right side of the keyhole. Why, Nintendo? Why? I had this idea though. Let's go back to Donut Plains 1 and grab our pal Yoshi. Normally, you can't really break blocks when riding Yoshi, but if you start doing a spin jump and then land on Yoshi, then the block breaking ability carries over to him and we can actually dig our way down back to the key. At first, it didn't seem like I could do anything down there, but we can actually jump to the left when we jump off Yoshi. So by jumping on and off, you can actually get the key to push the both of you back, and after a little bit of fiddling around, I actually managed to get the key inside of the keyhole. Nice! Star World 2 is next, and this level is pretty easy if you don't lose Yoshi during your swim to the right, because of course the key is on the right side of the keyhole again. Fun fact though, by spinning with the feather cape, you sometimes end up facing the left side, and if you grab the key, Mario will automatically swim to the left without you pushing the D-pad, which can be used to clear the stage actually. Star World 3 is a very small level where the end is right next to the start, but remember, we need to find the key and the keyhole to proceed. Normally, you're supposed to use Lakiitu's Cloud to go up there, get the key in the left box, and put it in the keyhole on the right. Of course, this is not gonna be possible for this quest, cause we can't hit the left button anymore. So, once again, I had this one idea I really wanted to try before calling it quit. Make sure you grabbed Yoshi in the previous stage, and we'll try to use him to defeat Lakitu all the way on the left side of the screen. It's actually pretty easy to do if you have a feather cape, and now that we are on his cloud, let's see if we can actually go above the top part of the stage. And we can! Nice! We can actually beat this stage without pushing left. Hooray! Star World 4 is a pretty easy stage if you got your pal Yoshi. Just eat one of those purple Koopas that give you wings and use these to reach the keyhole that's hiding down there. Jump off Yoshi if you need to move left, grab the key and put it in the hole, and there you go. But now we can't actually go to Star World number 5 as it requires a left press to reach it. But maybe this star there will bring us to a good place. Oh well, would you look at that? We are now right next to Bowser. Bowser's castle in Super Mario World has 8 different rooms, and you need to beat 2 to reach the end. Door 1 is actually possible, although not being the easiest stage because of all the lava bubbles and things that can crush you. Door 2 is a total joke, as you can just climb on those fences and move right up until you reach the end. Door 3 is some sort of maze, and at some points it requires you to go left, so this door is not possible. Door 4 is kinda difficult, as it features some dangerous jumps, but it is possible. Door 5 just requires you to run super fast to the end, so no worries. Door 6 takes place underwater, and although you could potentially damage boost and get pushed to the left by those spikes there, it is not really practical, so I would recommend avoiding this door. Door 7 is possible, just avoid those fire-spitting statues. And finally, Door 8 also is possible, just avoid those charging chucks that jump around like frogs, and you'll soon reach the next part of the castle. And this part is actually pretty easy, just walk right up until the big red door, and we finally are against Bowser. This dude is insanely difficult to defeat. You have to try to stay on the left side of the battle arena if you want to make it past all 3 phases of this fight. The first phase is kind of easy, just wait for Bowser to throw the Mecha Koopas and throw them right back at him. The second phase is where you'll start having some problems. You need to avoid those big bowling balls, and to do so, you'll absolutely have to move right a little bit. Make sure to make some really tiny moves to dodge the balls, and then grab the Koopas and move right just a little tidbit to hit Bowser twice. For the final phase, I was near the right side of the screen, which isn't really practical, but thankfully, in this last phase, you can actually use Bowser to push you back to the left, but he can also push you to the right and ruin your day, so you know, watch out for that. Eventually, after lots and lots of tries, Bowser will be defeated, the princess will be saved, and our quest will be over. So, is it possible to beat Super Mario World without pressing left? No, it isn't. Sadly, because of the secret donut ghost house, which requires 2 left presses. But that's it! All of the other stages can be cleared using our buddy Yoshi and our big brain for some big moves. Thanks a lot for watching this video, my dudes. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe and to hit the notification bell to know when I post a new video. Give this video a like to show me you want more, and if you want to support the show, you can also join Team BBQ by tapping the join button down there or clicking the link in the description. Thanks a lot for your support, and I will see you in the next one.